Hey you guys, it's me Kiana coming at you today, and I'm coming at you because I wanted to show you guys my brand new hot as fire corset. And this is not just your regular corset, of course. As you all know, I do practice steel bone waist training. And I have been successful at it thus far because I have, in such a little time, went down one whole size. In fact, so much so I had to get another corset. So I'm excited to come to you guys, and this is always a fun and exciting time. Now, when you do get your corset, you're going to want to season the corset. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and give you guys below, in the link below, you'll be able to um, have basically some frequently asked questions, the answers to those. And I broke them up in videos, so make sure you go check out those videos because I'm pretty sure if you have a question, they will be in those videos. So I took time to make sure I gave you guys all the information that I know and all the information that I have researched. Okay, so let's get started. And I'll be actually seeing this for the first time with you. But yeah, you're going to want to season your corset properly, not only because it preserves the corset, and let's face it, real steel bone corsets are not like fashion corsets, so therefore they cost a huge difference in between fashion corsets and real steel bone waist training corsets. These corsets can cost you up to a few $100s, easy, easy. So the fact that we can get them from Orchard Corset, the most expensive one that they have is the one of the steel bone corsets I have, which is the softest lamb leather corset that you can find. It's the number is CS426, and and you'll find that in the link below as well. And that one I think is about $100. So that's an awesome price when you're dealing with real waist training corsets. So as you see, it always comes beautifully packed and rolled. You're going to also want to season the corset and find out exactly what that means. Not only to preserve the corset, but to also do this safely. And in fact, Orchard Corset emphasizes that, and I like that about them because they're not just so gung-ho with trying to sell you a corset, but they really do try to give you as much information. Also, if you have any questions about sizing, they do have a sizing, like a rule of thumb, how to actually get your corset the right size for you and how many inches from your original waistline, your regular waistline that you will want to go down in the corset. Again, I am happy because it's working for me. I have went down in just a month. I went down to a smaller corset. So, hello. Like I said, I'd rather show you than I could tell you. So, this, I saw it online and I fell in love with it. It gives you that kind of Asian feel. My other corset, the lamb leather, it was a size 40. I can close that all the way, child. Before I went into the hospital, I was doing waist training, and then I had to give it a break. For one, I had just got out of the hospital, and for two, I had to wait for clearance from my doctor to continue to do the waist training. Again, emphasizing that you want to do this safely. So I'm so excited that I actually, even though I had stopped for a little while, child, I still went down. When I first got the corset, it fit me perfectly after a season, of course, because the seasoning, what that does is it molds it to your body. Um, but it fit me perfectly, meaning that I could drawstring it and everything, and it looked wonderful, fabulous, in fact. Yes, marvelous, darling. But the it couldn't close all the way. And once you know that you can close it all the way, and once you can do that, and it doesn't like cut your breath off or anything like that, you're able to go with, throughout your day normally. Then yeah, it tells you that it's time for, when you can close all the way, that tells you that it worked, it's working, and you went down. Whether you used clean eating in conjunction with the corset or whatever. And in my case, I had gastric sleeve 9 months ago. So therefore, of course, I'm not going to just say the corset is the only thing that's helped me. But let's face it, it's been the corset helps me target an area, and that area has changed within the time frame of me doing steel waist bone real waist training corset. All right, so this is what it looks like. This is her, and she is fabulous. This is a level 3 corset, you guys. And a level 3 is for what you consider, they call extremely curvy. All right. Now, once you look on their site, you'll be able to find out what level you are in, whether that's 1, 2, or 3. And they're going to show you what corsets accentuate or best will fit you for the level that you are. All right. So the great thing about this corset is this is not a long line corset. Long line corset, what that does is it comes up underneath of the breast, and then it comes to almost at the bottom of your stomach. Now, what defines what size what kind of corset you get, whether that's just a steel bone waist corset or if it's a long line corset, is not necessarily your height, but necessarily what it is that you're basically figuring out how long your torso is. So when you're sitting down, then it will make a difference. For instance, my long line corset, if you have a donkey, yeah, if you got a big old shelf booty like daddy call it, if you got one of those you can sit a cup on and don't even really know it's there, yeah, what the long line corset is going to kind of like poke inside or poke into your behind a little bit, the top of it, the shelf area of your behind, because when you're sitting down, you got to understand this is not a plastic bone corset. This does not bend. This is a real steel corset. I'm going to actually show you the strength of the corset in a second. But being that this is a real steel bone waist training corset, it is going to basically like kind of like push in your behind when you're sitting down. That's a long line corset. And if your torso is shorter than what they recommend for a long line corset, you're going to want to get this kind. All right. So what happened is the other one I still can wear it, and I still do wear it. I'm still going to be training in it because when you're real steel bone waist training, you literally have to spend 7 days a week for a lot of hours a day in your corset. That's the difference between wearing it because it's cute and for fashion and wearing it for actual waist training. All right. The great thing about this company is Orchard Corset was able to incorporate both, whether fashion, they were able to incorporate fashion as well as real waist training into making their corsets. That's a wonderful combination. But this will help me with the less poking into my behind when I'm sitting down at the top of my behind the shelf, because this is not a long line. All right, as you can see, this is quite shorter than my long line lamb leather corset, which is a CS426. And I'm going to go ahead and put in the corner and as well as underneath of the video, I'm going to go ahead and tell you guys and link this corset so you can actually see it and you'll know the number, and that way you don't have to search for it and you'll actually be directed to this actual corset. Now I am authorized to give you guys a promo code that's specifically for the Big Cuz 52 family, so yay for us. You're going to get 15% off if you use the code BIGCUZ52. That's BIGCOUZ and 52, and they will give you 15% off of your entire order. They also have some bomb shapewear, you guys. I mean, they got the kind of shapewear that's going to lift their rear end up. They have the boys shorts. They have the waist high waist girdles. They have some bomb shapewear. In fact, I have a very nice shapewear from them. I think that shapewear is $95, but it's on sale. You'll get the 15% off of that, but it's worth every penny, you guys. So I'll definitely upload that video so you guys can actually see and hear all about that. But this is just a beautiful corset, you guys. I love it. And she is definitely smaller. I am so excited about this. This is a size 30, 38, 36, or 38. I'll put the information up here somewhere, but it's one of those. Regardless which one it is, the point is the sister ain't in a 40 no more. Hello. Goodbye. All right, you guys, so I just wanted to share this with you. I love the pattern, you guys. Let me show you also why I said that this is a steel corset. Do you see how I'm using all my might, you guys? In fact, I'm shaking because I'm using all my might, and it will not nudge. It will not go anywhere. That's the difference between a plastic boning, and you can get the corsets that have plastic boning, but that's not for waist training because it doesn't have the strength to actually bring that rib cage in slowly. It does not have the strength to do that. But these are for real waist training, and if you're interested in doing so, I would recommend that you research. I would recommend that you ask the company by emailing any questions that you have and that maybe I haven't addressed in the videos below or in this one. And I would recommend you doing your own research. We're all grown people and we all have opinions. But it's what you need to do is figure out fact from opinion. And in order for me not to just give you my opinion, I would direct you just like I was, which is finding and researching and finding answers, facts from the people, the professionals that actually do this for a living and that actually are corset makers like they are at Orchard Corset. So, all right, you guys. So I will talk to you guys later. The links will be below. And I hope I've helped you in some way, shape, or form. I'm going to go put this on and start seasoning this tomorrow. And I will do a video and show you guys. So be looking out for that. I thank you all for riding with me. I love you all and talk to you guys soon. On to this size 36 or 38 corset. Yes, not too bad for a sister that was once 9 months ago, almost 500 pounds. Hello. Be blessed.